Alright, can we take a mic check? Can you hear? Alright, let's try again. Can we try again? I think we're good now. Alright everybody, let's start with our game development. So this one, we are just going to port this awesome game into Android, into mobile. So yeah, that's what we're going to do right now. And before anyone be afraid, we have the green light from the developer, the You Do You body. So currently, the You Do You body dev is creating a sequel, or I think the next game, which is kind of similar to LeadHaul, so it's going to be awesome again. So we got the green light to port this. As I've said, that this is going to be my, let's say, project to get back into game development, and also to use this to further enhance the Love Android extension. Love Android extension. I forgot which one, but lavender extension. Yeah, let's see. So this is the project for using the awesome Love 2D framework into Android, but I believe I also have a fork in my account with Android extension or something extensions. Okay, there you go. So this one is for if you want to use Google packages like AdMob for that one. So want to test porting this LeadHaul game into Android first, and then after that we're going to try using other Google's Play services like achievement, scoreboard, and maybe cloud save and so on. So yeah, so we're going to use this one. So this one doesn't have any repository, but the author or the developer said that we can use the source code here, so it doesn't have any license. So but we got the green light. Okay, so first let's download this. So these alog files you can see. So I'll show you how to use that. So after we so let me just copy this one into my directory. Forgot. Okay, so let me just copy that. Okay, so now I have it, and here's my terminal. So we're going to print the directory here. So as you can see, this is the downloaded one. So it's 102 megabytes. So if we want to run this, I believe uh, we can just do this. Oh yeah, I don't have any lab installed here. So we can rename that game into a zip one, because basically that one is the package is just a zip package under it. So as you can see, there's a lot. So this is the directory. So we have the G3D 3D framework, we have the levels, then we have the images, the textures, so on. So the objects. So there's really a lot. There's really a lot. Okay. So do I have unzip here? Yeah. Okay. So good thing I have unzip here. So we already have the whole project. So what I do? Let's try this. Okay, this one. So this is the directory. So as you can see, there's a lot. So first, what I like to do with a new project is to just explore around. So let's try looking at this one. So the main function. Oops. Okay, so I don't have any. So this one complains about my LSP complains about the love global. So I forgot how to deal with that. So let's just first. Okay, so we can trip. Okay, there you go. Okay, so let me just decrease the size of my editor. So I believe, if I remember correctly, I have something in my in a config where we can disable these warnings. But for now, let's just leave it as is. Okay, so to try to run this again, I don't have reload, so I'll just try to install that. I use Arch, by the way. So I'm using Tmux and Vim. So I think we can do this. Okay, yeah. So the issue is that I'm using Windows subsystem for Linux. I'm running on Windows machine. Don't ask me why. And so we can create this. So what we can do is, I believe we can do something like this. No, I forgot the command. Is it? Okay, so I don't have that installed here as well. Okay, so it's going to be let's create a shelf file, and then I believe I can go to my other game, and then yeah, so I have this, no, not this one. This one is for the Go one. Okay, let me see. Oh, really? I use Python for this one? Wait, no, I don't think this is what I've used. Let's see. I think we do have something like Go. Okay. Okay, let's just get this one, copy this one. So another one. So is it turn WSL? Then I believe I have something that. Okay, so once we have this now, we can say that if we say run, okay, and then let's get this one. So we want that. Okay. For this one, I believe we can do CMDX. If we do this, okay. So this one opens. So what I want to do is I want to build a game, and we want to zip it. We want to zip it, and then we want to transfer that to the other file. So we can say build or compile. Let's just say zip. Zip. Then I want to say zip 9R, I believe. So what's the plugin for zip? Okay, so I don't have zip as let's see. Oh wait, what's that? 7, wait, no, 7-zip is for Windows. Okay, yeah. Okay, so zip, let's see, how do we use zip? So zip is for the path, and then zip file list. So which one is the output? So we have, okay, so let's try 9R, I believe 9, and then recursive. Okay, so 9 is like the compression, something like here, compress better. What else do we need? So only change our new file, so we want that one too. And then we also have something like, I think we don't need to exclude anything. So yeah, so I think we can do try test zip, and then this one. Okay, so this one is the correct one, but yeah, as you can see that if we have 203 MB because we included this one, so we don't want that. So let's try that again. So we do want to exclude something. So exclude is something like this, and then we do, can we do globbing here, like zip? Can we do that? Okay, no, never mind. I think it did something weird. Okay, so let's try. Yeah. Okay, So we now have that. Okay, so this, I think we used the wrong one. So let's just remove this one. Okay, and then let's remove the other one. And then zip this one. So how do we do exclude? So the first delete entries, Russian, only change files. So what's the difference between these ones? So we have F and U. Move into zip file, delete OS file, so compress better, verbosity, add zip. Do not add directory entries. Okay, so I think let's exclude that. But the problem is, yes, if we do this, and then we try another, so it's not going to include itself. Okay, so I think that's what we do. So now our review, and then game.log, and then something like that. So we can call first zip, and then we can do, and then we should copy game.log into our Windows directory, which is at c let's see, users, and then claim, and then so this one is for hard-coded for downloads as game. Okay, so let's try this one. Okay, so it's building, and then we have a cordon. So why do we get a cordon? Oh, okay. I think because there's a recursion. Zip is a package, and then the name of the function is also zip. So I think let's just name this zip or something like that. Let's go. There you go. Yeah, but it also added our test zip, so we don't want that. So we don't want that one. So I think for the package we want to test zip. Then our game.log. Okay, so I think this one is okay now, but next we want to do this one. So I believe it will be this one. Then I believe so. This will open a command prompt, and then what we want is, and why this isn't working. Okay, I think yeah, we got it right. So before the log, so let's try running that one. So let's try to install this one. So I don't have this one. So 64-bit installer. Yeah, let's open that one. Oh, I said open. Yeah, okay. So let's install this, but it's not in our path, right? So it's not yet in our system path. So if we do cmd clog, can not going to work, right? So we have to instead we have to go to where we have to move this to where the love executable is. So let me just locate that one. I think it's in program files. Okay. Oh wait, I do have this one installed. Yeah. Okay. So let me just update this one. So cp we will go mounts and then let's just edit this one. So this is why I don't like to develop with Windows. This is such a doozy. Let's try this one. Then for this one, and since it's not in the path, I think we also need to let's just name this love. Okay, so let's try this for now. Yeah, so we have cannot create regular file because it's inside that one. Yeah, I think so. Let's keep it in downloads, but instead of this one, so we can let's see, we can do it like this. Okay, so not sure what I'm doing with Windows, but let's see if this works. Okay, so I think we do have to go there. How do we go? We have the CD and then there you go. So it works. So that's what we have. We have to CD into our directory, and then after that, what can we do? This one. Okay, this one works. And adding log should just be easier. Yes, but anyway. No, I think I can just run an X server. Let's try. But I believe I have this issue with, yeah, okay. So you're running X server, but I get this error because of NVIDIA. So in my previous machine, running on WSL, I don't get this because that one uses Intel GPU instead of NVIDIA. So yeah. Alright. So after we CD into that, let's just say alright. So then let's load XC to, how do you pronounce X? I don't know. Into users, playing, download, LeadHaul. Okay, so moment of truth. Can we run this one? There you go. Okay. Uh, okay, I'll show you the screen. So let's try playing this part. This one is awesome. So I haven't played this before, so this one is the first time for me. Yeah, there you go. So let's try playing this part now, okay? Continue. So this is very, I like this pseudo 3D style. So we can make more game with this one, but for now let's just. Man, I really want to get that. And this one, the sprite billboarding. How cool is that? Sprite billboarding is a technique in 3D where this is not a 3D object. This is a 2D sprite, but it follows where the camera is facing. You can see it like coloring. This one too. Okay, so man, getting easy to play. Oh whoa. Uh, we can here. Where should I go? Where should I go? And we can get gold, I believe. Oh, those are his remain. Nice. I'm always getting easy with this kind of thing. Too fast. So do I have encountered? Okay, so let's just finish this level. Whoa. They're shooting with Thug. Yeah, let's go Thug. Whoa, we can do melee. That's awesome. Then of course with the limitation with like 2D or Doom engine or Doom games is that we can't jump. But this is not breakout. Okay, so let's pistol start. So let's exit the game. So there you go. So that was a fun one. Okay, so now let's get back. So since we can run the game, you know what? I shouldn't have gone to this rabbit hole because we don't need to run the game in Windows, right? We need to run it on mobile. So what we can do is, so I already cloned the repository. So for now, it should be a template, GitHub template. But for now, I'm just going to create a new branch. Let's just call this LeadHaul. Okay. So with this one, what we need to do is, this is the part where we need to copy going on build by into this one. So this is the part where we need that because so for now, so I should have just referenced this one. Okay, so we have a lot of things to exclude, so let's just leave that as is. So funny thing is, I'm a Bash user, so I script with Bash with my projects. And then when I learned Python during my first work, in my first and current work, so we use Python and Django there, and so I was like, I learned Python, and then I was like, you know what? Python is easier to script than Bash, so I wrote a lot of Python scripts, so including this one. And then after that, I realized when I moved into doing Golang projects, I'm a Gopper, I really love Go, it doesn't make sense for me to use Python. So the standard with Golang is using makefiles, right? But I don't like makefiles, so I have experience with C and C++ development. So I tried Makefile, Ninja, CMake. Man, CMake really sucks. So I said, let's just go back with Bash. And yeah, I also tried Xmake. I think the Xmake is the one Lua based. So I think that one is kind of good. But yeah, so and I don't really know. I I hope that I wrote this script that it can handle uh, uh, this lead whole thing. So okay, so let's see. So yeah, we do have this. So I think okay. So I don't know what I'm doing here. So profile mode, I don't know. Okay, so this one is for running. This one is for running. Yeah, this one is for running the game. But oh wait, I I I realized where I should do it. So I remember I have where's that? I do remember I have some kind of a script that I run to get the files in my. Okay, let me just show it. So I have this other game. Let's say going home. Uh, this one. Nope, apparently not that one. What's the link of my game again? Is it this one? Going home. Revisit the place for. Sorry guys, I'm really not in my zone right now. So yeah, so this one. So uh, I use this one. So the same. I use this repository for this game. So I'm kind of forgetting where I put the. I think it's in here. Okay, yeah. So the so I forgot to. Yeah, I think this is very specific to that one. So what we can do here is let's just I don't know where should I put. Let's just put it. So curl this one and alright. Build a message. Okay, so now we have that file. Build a message. Yeah. So let's just rename this to game. Let's just make this general like gamepad instead of going home pad. So this one should be our LeadHaul Android, so the name of our project folder. So we don't have a key store yet, so we're going to avoid that. So check version, I think for now let's comment this one out. So this one is useful because if you're managing version in the source code of the game, then you're managing a source code in I believe this one. So it's going to uh, sometimes it led to many mistakes. So uh, that's why I did use this one to check. Okay, so yeah, so this one is for copying. So we can do that. So it will copy it to the proper directory, and then it's going to release it, to sign it and release it to embed it. Okay. So for now, we just want this one, but uh, if we do, if we do, see if we do this, yeah. So no such file directory. So because we want the game to be in the release folder, right? So if we're going to package, let's just say we're going to put this in our release folder, lead hole. So for this one, this should be a path. Let's make this a release. What do you call that? Let's just say release binary. Release binary. So release the LeadHaul.log. So for this one, we can do is binary, and for this one you can also do that. Okay, so if we make any changes, we want to say package, and then yeah, is this correct though? Okay, so we want to exclude release later, okay? But for now, then we can say, where's that? There you go. We can say, okay, so we successfully copied it. Since we successfully copied it, I think we can also build it. So let's try building this one. But for I believe we have to okay, sorry about that. So I hid the terminal screen, I forgot to bring it back. So yeah. So I believe that for every project we have to update this. So we have to update this, right? So which one? And so if we're going to reference the one that we have in our going home revisit the branch, so let me just get this one. So we should update the name of the game. So this would be LeadHaul. So the organization. So I think yeah, this one can be changed into the name, and then I think yeah, let's just keep this as this. So this is the activity, not the actual package that will be when you deploy it in Play Store. If I remember correctly. So for this one, we can change this into LeadHaul. Then the version code, I think we can keep that. So we're not going to use admob for now, so we can do false. And other thing is front of bus passer will express of buffer process, set this to true. Yeah, let's set that one for now. So now that we have that, we can go build what again? AAB. I think this. Oh, wait. Yeah, this for publishing, but for testing, I think we can go with the APK one. I really forgot what am I doing with a lot of mistakes. So need to run a sudo. So starting now. So do I have any? Okay, so I think I still have my emulator, Android emulator here. So we're going to use that one. So while we're building, so it's going to take a long time since this is the first build. So it's going to do a lot of things, you know, Java and Android stuff. But for now, let's try. So we have 6 viewers. Wow. We're already an hour in the stream, and we haven't done anything worthwhile. Okay, so as you can see, it's going to do a lot of stuff. It's going to, I believe, get the log C++ source code. They're going to build that and do something with the NDKs. Okay, so while we're waiting, if any of you have any questions, you can chat here. So this is my first stream with YouTube. So before I stream in on Facebook, but apparently you can't stream anymore unless you have a minimum of 100 followers. So in my page, I don't have that amount of followers. So yeah. So I think, but I think YouTube is better. I have more subscribers here, I guess. Okay, so we're still building. Okay, so while building, I think we can edit the source code and what was that thing that just popped? I don't know what that was. Okay, never mind. So let's see. So this what I was mentioning before. So make this into so since this is the first mobile one, I think we can do semantic versioning like this. And since this one is mobile, we can do like this, right? So for this one, so we can do check this version code should be greater than this one, or at least they're the same. So since this is the first one, we will make this the first one. The version name, I forgot about this, so let's just keep this as this. Let's just say version. Okay, there you go. File handler. So I'm curious about this one. File handler is what? File handler. And I really don't like this like spaces. Okay, so there you go. So it gets the directory item. And for each one, it checks if it's a Lua file, and then it loads that script that requires, and then it includes that in a script list. So this one is a recursive one. So, yeah, so this is okay. So let's check what. So this is a new thing for me. So binary. So we have this, right? So no, actually not binary. It's just bin. I don't know what that stands for. So it's going to load. Let's say it's going to load. Say the door. So this is the door. Okay, so this is a class, so we can treat it as an object. So it returns an object. So it follows. So it has file. So this is the wow. So this is the first time I'm seeing this kind of architecture. They love project. So we have the class, of course. So this is object oriented. So object-oriented programming, but none of that OOP shenanigans part. And then we have okay. So it loads the model for the door, and then the texture. And then I don't know what this one is. So do we have any documentation? Of course not. Okay, and then This one is the model if it's unlocked. Okay, so but this one is global. Now that's what, so it clones. Oh, okay, I think I see it now. So this is like the initializer, like this is the init, the initialized function in Go. So basically the file handler loads this first, so it loads this global variable. So by the time this door class, which is also global, use this model, so it clones that one. Uh-huh. Okay, so if I were to develop a game like this, I would do it very differently, vastly different than this one. But yeah, but at least I learned something. So this is another way of doing things. Cool. Okay, so build is successful, but I don't. We can't sign it yet because we don't have any key store. So let's see. So I run APK and then it signed that one. So for now, let's just uh, remove this one. Just we just want to release it. Okay, so the output is in. Okay, so let me just open my emulator so we can try. So since we're going to port an already working game, so we need to try and launch it in a platform, in our target platform, and then see what needs to be done, what needs to be fixed from that on. So uh, basically, we're just going to find the starting point. All right, so let me just share the. This is why they use uh, streams on Streambox. Anyway, so it's loading an ad advertisement right now, and I don't know, can't flagging. Okay. Anyway, so let me just. Okay, so the ads is finished now. So let me just open the game. Oh wait, no, not open the game yet. Okay, so I think the machine is logging. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We 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 need a more powerful machine, guys. All right. Okay, so the path is what again? And so the path is up, then build, then outputs, right? Outputs, and then M. Wait, no, APK, yeah. Okay, so just open that one. Wow, why is the screen like this? What happened? Okay, so this one is weird. Okay, so I did it. It failed in installing the application. So we will see in a bit why. As you can see, wow, you can't see anything. What's happening with the window capture? Please don't just close that one. Okay, so the emulator fails for some reason, so it's not loading anything like that. So I forgot how I debug that that kind of thing with. Okay, so I'm just shut down, and I do believe that we can get the logs. There's a log in. I'm just find hyper-V. Is that microbird? Yeah, that one. And I believe we have the logs here. Alright, so here we go. For logging, how do we check? Um, okay, my previous notes didn't help me. So I am in the folder and I remember that. Okay, I remember that we also have to open another CMD. Alright, and then we want to, I believe we want to go to this path, and then we want to do ADB. So the ADB here. Yeah, so basically we want to run ADB, then we want to pipe this into a file. Then we're going to open the emulator. Okay, let me just check. So yeah, so we're going to run that one, and then ADB, and then logcat, and we're going to output. So we're going to say LeadHaul.log. So this is how we are going to do this, but for now we need to reopen the emulator. So let me try again and see if we can. Yeah, there you go. So it works now. You can see it. Good thing. Yeah. So there you go. Let's move it somewhere here at the side. Or let's just keep it the side. So there's an advertisement and it's loading. And let's see. Wow, it's taking a long time. It's stuck on 59%, so I don't know why. But still wait for that for this one. And, okay, so if I minimize it, it's also minimized there. Okay. Yeah, so the plan is after we get this working, I'll also put this on my GitHub. So I'll just provide a license. I think MIT license. The author of the game will agree on MIT license or something. Yeah, his the dev is pretty transparent with letting other people get a look at the game. So another thing is Balatro, if you know the game. So it was made in with the Love 2D framework. So so yeah. Okay, so let me just yeah, I take stocks at 50% repair. Yeah, okay. So let's try restarting this one. So I think so the emulator knows that it's stuck 59% and then just still waits for me to interact with it, to close it. So take uh take that as you may. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Wow. And also restarting takes a long time. I should have just I should just pivot to development, software development right now, or I should have just started in checking the game, so I do not have to fumble with this one. Anyway, part of the experience. So let's see. Let's see in the process why is Memo not opening. So in the process, Memo is here. I don't know how to pronounce Memo. Man, there's a lot of Windows stuff going here. Look at these Windows processes. Come on, look at this. It's like it's like like there's 100 of them. They compare that with a Linux one. So I believe I can do this. Like what? 98? No. Yeah, but we have a lot of ZHS stuff here. Yeah, uh so this one I don't know. So this one I think this one is from my other session in Tmox. Yeah, so if do we have anything for unique things, lines? So there's no unique thing, but I do believe that we can pipe this. So do you have the unique command? No. Okay, never mind. I vaguely remember something about. Let's try Linux CLI for unique lines. Cat has one. I don't want to use. Oh, do we have this one? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There you go. So 19. No, I think I used this wrong. Uh, so what does this do? Okay, so filter just matching lines to input. Okay, so I think we have to do. Okay, so this one, I think this one just checks for the yeah, there's no adjacent matching lines from the input. So what we can only print unique line. So I think we can do that. Nope. Sort, and then unique. You know what? Never mind. I suck at. Oh, we have 10 viewers. Wow, that's the most I have. You know what? I suck at Linux. Okay, so the emulator is still not running. So let me try opening it again. Okay, now it works. The emulator said earlier that it will restart. Okay, so as you can see, we are now here. Oh wait, you can see it. You still can see it. Okay, so Wait, why is there still an ad on the capture? What is going on? Okay, so I'll just hide this because I don't know why it's still showing the ad, but it's obviously not in my display. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to log this one. We're going to run this log cut. So we're going to basically we're investigating why it's not installing. So let me just open the installer and do I have something like a history here? Nope, we do not have. Alright, so Archlinks. So let me just navigate again to that folder. Yield and then outputs APK embed release and then this one. So it's installing and okay, so didn't work anymore. So yeah, so we close it and then if we're going to open the files, so okay, so I have here the logs, so let me just open it here so we can see better. Users files and then make rover history and then man, navigating in Windows directory is so hard. Okay, sorry. I should have went with CD, then LeadHaul logs, as you can see here. So there's a lot of logs. So analyzing this, I think the issue is, let's see, installing. Maybe it's because of the activity name, I guess. Activity manager, that one. So let's try for lead hole. There you go. So lead hole. Package name. So this is yeah this one, and then okay, unable to start Intel. So I think yeah the logs are not helping at all. Okay, so let's see if we have any problem with properties. Yeah, so far so good. So let me just try to how can we see the stashes? Wait, let me just check the stash. Okay, yeah, so according to my others, so yeah, we shouldn't replace that one. Or is it because of the version? I think, yeah, so this is the one that I used. You can't do AAB. Wait, no. I think we have to sign it. Yeah, I think we have to sign it. Even though, yeah, yeah. I think we have to sign. So, lead whole key store. So, yeah, let's generate a key. So for that one, of course, I forgot how to generate one, so we're going to check. So let's generate again. Let's see. We use key tool. That one I remember. So do we have key tool? Okay. Then gen key key store. So I'm just looking at my reference. Okay. So I do not have this all in my head. So key store. Then I believe we can do this. So let me try inputting my very secure password. So key algorithm must be specified. Okay. So the key algorithm should be RSA as well. I'm pretty sure this will error again. Okay, so flam endless. Okay, you know what? Just to be safe, it's not that I don't trust you guys, just I want to be safe. Okay, so bear with me. I'm pretty sure this is. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. I messed that one up. Why is key tool asking for this? Okay, now I have that one generated. Okay, sorry for hiding it from you guys. Okay, so we can do is sign a PK. Okay, so we have this successfully signed. So let me just launch the emulator again. So I don't know why I keep closing it. That's just how I roll, you know. I grew up with a very old and slow and potato machine, so I'm so used to closing everything the moment I don't need it. And if I ever need it again, I'm just going to uh, find it again. Okay, so the AAB should be here, right? So let me try installing this one again. And of course, I have to navigate 1,000 directories again because Windows doesn't seems to. I don't know if it's Windows or it's just the application of the emulator that doesn't want to remember anything, any history at all. So yeah, we want to go to the build, output, nebula bundle, and then the release. Okay, wait, what did it? Did I? Yeah, I signed the APK. Then why am I looking at the? Why am I looking at the AAB? Silly me. All right, so APK. APK outputs. APK embed no record no release. Okay, there should be a signed one here. Yeah, yeah. I forgot if it creates a new one. Okay, now. Wow, now it's installed. Look. I hope that you can see it. And of course it's blacked out. Why is that? Please tell me why. So let me just check on the display. Let me lower the display so we can get more performance. We'll start later. Okay, so you still can see it. Yeah. Okay, there you go. So I need to change the capture method. Okay. Now, okay, so now it's finally installed. Yes, so we have to sign it. I wish they would tell us that. So if we try opening this game, then we have a okay. So this one is going to be a problem. We have issue with the shader code. So let me just copy to clipboard. Uh, okay, so we can close this part now. Okay, I'm going to close this again. Okay, so I told you that's my problem, but just roll it. So this error. So this is a problem with the shaders. So uh, does it tell us where we got this one? So new shaders. So G3D. Okay, so this one is specific to the framework. So the latest one is 1. The version here is 1.4, but I love G3D. But the version in GitHub, the latest one is 1.5. So if I remember correctly, that there's already a fix for this one. I just can't seem to find it yet. Okay, let's see. There's already someone who fixed it. I'm not a shader expert, so that is one thing that's always like a deep dark mystery for me is shaders. So e okay, let's try looking at the releases and see if there's a fix for that. So our version is 1.4. So this one. So okay, so we don't want to upgrade because we might get problems with this one. Okay, so yeah, I think we have to okay, let's get our hands dirty. So we need to deal with this. So line 48, so this one. So we are opening G3D birth. So this one. I think yeah, I think you can see my screen. That one's better. Okay. The issue is 1048 and then 26. This one? No. Can I convert const int? Temp? Where's that? Oh, okay, this one. So is this not supported? 948. So missing and if. Actually, we're not missing that one. So we have that here. So cannot convert from const into temp ID float. So where's that one? So we don't have any integers here. I think the issue is something. No, this vertex shader code. So we're just going to. One thing we can do. Okay, no, never mind. So we have to. Yeah, we have to. There's only a single shader variable, so that means that we can separate the vertex node from the pixel code. Man, I'm so rusty with shaders. So let's see. Okay, so this one, I think this one is the Blender one. Assign, error assign, cannot convert the error message that I believe, uh, because I believe Android does OpenGL ES2. So do we have anything like OpenGL ES2 vertex code checker, vertex code validator or something? Maybe we can use that kind of a tool. Okay, so we have GLSL validator 9 years ago. Never mind. Actually, I think yeah, we can use this one. But let me just maybe we can use this one. Let's try our or maybe I can't read this thing. That's going to be a problem. Okay, then apparently we also need to cop copy this. Okay, so did we get the same? No, we didn't get the same error. So external server keyword. Okay, so probably then external server keyword. So if we remove that, and the only problem is so this is not we're looking for. Okay, let's look at the error again. So we have assign, but we don't have any. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're looking at the same code. We're looking at the correct code, I mean. So main loop, so G3D in, and so we're looking at G3D vert. Then we have no instance of assign. So that error is kind of weird. Now I really am so far with Love 2D framework that I forgot. I don't know anything about it. So Love Shader. So in my game going home, yeah, there's no shader. There's no shader because that's the first time I learned Lua and the very first game that I just did everything so disgusting. So in my standard now, so yeah, so there's no shader in that. What if we use this one, this Pragma language LS3? Okay, you know what? Let's look again at the Love G3D. Let's look at that again. And let's see the word, this one. So basically, yeah, so you can see here, so there's the, so the pixel code is not here anymore, like the pixel shader code. So what happened? So yeah, maybe we can follow this one. Okay, there you go. So def, okay, so I told you that someone uh fix it for us, apparently. So yes, I think let's just hope that that's the only thing. Okay, so we need, there's so the yes, okay, yeah. Then that's the first commit, and then okay. So let's try uh rebuilding the game. So let's really hit that one. So let's package this one again. Yes, let's package this one again. Then let's run. Then let's try APK. There you go. And my password is incorrect, I believe. If I get this, oh, it's correct. Never mind. Okay, so hopefully we can get, okay, our target for tonight for the stream is just to get it running. Just to make it no error in launching the game. And then from there, we can maybe do another stream. I don't know. Okay, there you go. So it, yeah, so the first build is always the one that takes a long time, and succeeding builds, I think, because yeah, because we don't have to recompile and rebuild the C++ code base, so it's just a matter of packaging. So I mean, the way Love Mobile or Love Android did that packaging is very, I think, what's the correct word? I think it's kind of I don't want to say magic. It's more like a very genius workaround, because if I know what I'm talking about, really, I'm not an expert. Uh, so we already have this love game, this love the other game, and then it just like loads the love file, zip file, so it doesn't recompile everything, just loads that one, then runs that. So it's like we have this love framework running on Android, and it's just going to load that love file. So yeah. So if you remove the love file, then you just build the game. So you will get the love empty screen. So let's see. Okay, wait, I forgot to. There you go. So there's another error. So uh, I think this one is. I think this one is easier because we have a clearer. So this one is in the. Yeah, so this one is in the same file. So okay, so the issue is with a comparison. So this one is a float, I believe. So we have to make this float as well. Yeah, the left hand is medium float, and then the right hand is constant in. So we have to make this float as well. So I think that's the only uh, thing we need to do. So let me just. I'm not confident with my batch script. I think it's. Oh, really? Really? Wow, okay. No need to delete anything. So wow. And I accidentally made my terminal full screen again. I don't know how to fix this. What did I press? What did I press? What did I press? Wait, I think I pressed something. Wait, what is this one? Did I just discover something new? Okay, so Control Shift Space so gives me in this thing where it's similar in Vim. I believe I can just press let's say the key letters. So let's just say W. Then I can highlight that one. Wow. And then it's in my clipboard. Wow. So okay, so I learned something new. But how do I escape this full screen one? Any Western user there or Teamos? I believe this one is in Western. Okay, so let's worry about that later, and then we do. Okay, so we already do CP logs, so we can just directly go with this one. And I have to open the emulator again. How do I escape this full screen? Tell me. Okay. Okay, so let's open this one again. Okay. So there you go. Thus, not giving any any ads. Okay, it's just it is what it is. Okay, so yeah, I believe I have to. My experience, we have to uninstall that one because it uses the same version. So we can install another APK of the same version and the same package because that's not an update, so it will still error. So that's why I have to delete or uninstall that one every time. Okay, so this is the part that uh, maybe let's just copy this so we don't have to do that a lot of times. Okay, so moment of truth. So let's open this moment of truth. Please shaders, please work, please work shaders. Okay, there you go. Now we got it running, but the what do you call this? The view or the camera projection is mm, not as not what we want. So okay, so I press settings, and as you can see, there's an offset with the with the resolution. So like it's an off Y offset. If I'm dragging, so I can't turn around, so I have to click to hold the button and drag like that. So yeah, so we have to fix that. So if we press escape, at least we can do so. As you can see, we have our software mouse. This is the game mouse, the game cursor. Then we have the the operating system mouse, so the hardware mouse. I believe is that what we call. So it's not offset, so you have to click here, as you can see before. So yeah. So maybe let's continue with the stream. Maybe let's do that. Okay. So let's see. So we have local OS. So love the system get OS is equals to Android. Is mobile. Yeah. Okay, so now we can be like in speed. Yeah, so we have this one. Then yeah. Okay. So we still want that mouse. So in update, so we will check if uh if on mobile, if on mobile, then we so in my game I use a global mouse coordinate so that everything will use that. But in this case, of course, there are other things. So we do MXMY. So okay. So maybe we can use the one in this one. Controller get cursor. Yeah. Okay. So we have the HUD scale. So uh, for now, I don't want to make anything global. So let's just add that here as well. Then remove those. And then for here, if on mobile, then and so here instead of this one, need to get the the ratio because there's a ratio, I believe. So it's the y is the offset one. But where do we get this? Yeah, so every time in mouse move. So maybe we can check that here. Okay, yeah, so let's update that here. So if on mobile, so first we need to okay wait no this is the X but not the and I really can stop myself from okay so we also have this one. Okay so we have I think we need to make the changes here so where's this from? Where is this from? Okay, so that's just basically love mouse, right? The mouse module. So we just do that one. So we can update that here. But I'm curious about the dimension. So There's no dimension here. Yeah. So, do we have anything like configuration? So window width and height. So let's see if we do something. Okay, so yeah, so there's a canvas, but from image canvas. Yeah, we get the width and the height. No. Okay, there you go. So we have the scale. So I think this is what we want. The scale. Scale. This one. The HUD. The HUD scale. And then scale. The scale is okay. So maybe default is the size. This is the size of the game. And then we divide by scale. So if we're going to trigger an error here and then print this one, W and type okay, so I have a shortcut here. Muscle memory kicked in. Build 240. Okay, this one is for running, but we don't have. I believe we don't have a game folder. Okay, anyway, so let's just say run. So yeah, we got an error, and then we didn't get any debugging thing. I kind of remember something like this. We need to make this true, I believe. Yeah, okay, so we now have, so we only get 640 by 360. So there's the scale that I was talking about. So, yeah. So maybe we also need that scale. Where did this one's maybe we also need this one, get cursor position. So we also man, why is there no space after comma? So the scale. Actually, I forgot to scale is 2, right? Scale is 2, so self dot mouse dot x is equals to self dot mouse plus x. But in this one we have okay, you know what? Before we do this one, if we add this one, you can see the FPS here, right? So that's what we want. So we don't for now we don't want FPS. We want to say width and then the graphics get width and height. Let's just say H then W, and then this one should be. Oh, why is it formatted like this? I don't like this. I don't like this one. And then okay, so now that graph is get height, and then what else? We also need to get the scale of the HUD, right? So basically my game, so this is most of the thing that's that need fixing is the like the ratio to coordinates. So yeah. So we want something like what else do we need? Yeah, we need the scale X and the scale Y. Okay, no. Actually, you know what we need is aside from the scale, what we need is the mouse position. So MX, love that mouse get X, get X, then the Y, MY, mouse, get go muscle memory kicks. Like something like I don't know how big the font is. Then software mouse X. So this one's the hardware and this one. So for this one, we want the controller get cursor position Y, get Y, get cursor position. And wait, how do we do I is wait, I forgot how we do multiple returns in low. Let's just do it like this, so I'm not sure. So SMX and then SMY will be SMY. This will be 24 or wait, no. Okay, let's try. So yeah, no. So we need I think the default font is, if I remember correctly, is by 8, so 26. Okay, wait, and the game is not showing for you guys. I'm sorry about that. Let me just set this one. There you go. There you go. So as you can see in the top, so it's still not in the correct position. Just do 20 and 30. So hopefully this one works now. And yeah, but yeah, still unreadable for me. Still unreadable for me. Let's increase it to. I think the default font for love is size 12. Okay, there you go. So this one's better. So you can see the hardware mouse is different from the software mouse. As you can see here, and then we have some floating point for the software mouse. Okay. So after this, before we proceed with building for Android again, let's try if we are on Android. Yeah. Do we have an update here? Yeah. Set mouse position, reset mouse alto. Okay, so if on mobile, uh, this one is the hardware one, so I don't know why the camera is not following, so we have to click. Let's try. Let's try adding, let's try adding a print here. Settings, so let's turn off the. Okay, so we we also need to take into consideration the full screen. Okay. So in the Android, it only moves when we click. So that means that is a, so we don't have any, we only have mouse pressed. Wait, what is this? What the? So we also have this thing here. Okay, so mouse pressed. What is, okay, so I don't know what this does. So I think it's like queuing the events. So it's queuing the events. So here, so if we press and we click, so that's when it moves. We have something like camera, like the player. Maybe the player has something. Okay, so this is the player, and let's see. Okay, so this one. So the look. So where do we use this look? Player that look. Player look. Player look. So look. Player. Camera first person look. Player look. So okay, so we do stuff that look here. Then parent camera. Parent camera. Man, there's a lot of things here. So this is for the effects, right? So set relative mode. So yeah, we captured the mouse. Yeah, so this is the issue. Set relative mode. But if we're on mobile, this doesn't, we can't really use this, I think. So let's try looking at the documentation. So okay, mouse and then set relative. The cursor is hidden, doesn't move when the mouse does, but relative mouse motion moves. So we're not, I'm not sure if what's the behavior of this one for mobile for Android. So I think uh, for now we can do, you know what? Since there's a lot of since there's a lot of global here, let's accept on mobile. So not on mobile. Okay, so this should still work. Yeah, this should still work. There's no problem with this one. Okay, so let's try packaging this up. Wait, did that work? Did that work? Nothing happened. So let's do set X. Okay, that works. Wow, 19 views. Concurrent viewers. Well, we have 5 viewers. Thank you so much. Okay, let's open this up yet again. Let's rename this to okay, so uninstall this one and install. Here we go again. We're gonna navigate through a lot of these things. So application build, but we come on history. There you go. It's installing now. And let's open it. So there's no error, but okay, as you can see, the mouse is not moving unless I click. Unless I click. So which one is correct? The we are approaching this one, approaching 0 like this. I think the software mouse is correct. Yeah. Okay, so we have 853 by 480 width. So did that mess up with the? Since we have to figure this. So when we actually no, if we're going to think about it, uh, we need we need yeah we need to click. We need to click mobile because this is just our mouse, and on mobile, yeah, we have to click to know where we are going. Okay, so currently in relative mode, oh, if we do SMX, we can subtract with the offset. But what if we remove the scale? What if we do something like at times HUD? So basically, this still works, right? Okay, yeah, so this still still works. Okay. Okay, let's try this one. And we're stuck again at 59%. So I guess what we need to do is let's close it and let's try again. Okay, while waiting, let me just check how to Windows, escape, full screen. Press escape, no? Press F11, no? Yes. Escape, Windows, exit, full screen, up. I did not do Alt Enter, right? Oh, there you go. It's only Alt Enter. Wow. I feel so silly not knowing that. Alright. Okay, so now we can't get the emulator working. So let us try again. Okay, now it worked. Okay, so we just need to turn it on and off again. Let's remove this one. And now it's logging. Yeah, you can see it on your screen, but I have to force close it. Okay, so let us try one more time. Okay, so the issue with the mouse is, yeah, with scaling. I've developed a lot of projects in Love, and yeah, that kind of thing is really hard to get correctly. The resolution thing, and you also have to factor resolution and then the DPI. Yeah, so definitely, so we need to so we need to do a lot of debugging here. But I think, yeah, if this doesn't work, I'm going to, okay, yeah, so multiplying, so as you can see, the value for the mouse and the software one is the same now. Uh, but when I click, so another thing we can do is the gold one is the cursor, like our finger. So as you can see, I'm moving so far behind, and the mouse is stuck there, so it's not going to the right anymore. That means that we hit the boundary of the we hit the boundary of the what? Not the actual. Maybe it's not going full screen. Let's try going full screen here. Full screen. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, it's already landscape here, but maybe if I remember correctly, there's something that we also need to do here. Yeah. So let's just keep this here and then full screen here, I believe. So what else? Okay, yeah, so I think this one thing here, and also we can try in draw. We can try love that graphics set color 101. We can wrap the whole screen with line, and then start from 0 and then the love that graphics get weird. I know we can use dimension, but let's just be specific here. So for the let's say for the green one, the green box, this one, do we have anything like the width and stuff like that? Camera. Okay, so we have the aspect ratios. Maybe that's something that. Okay, the world. Nope. Maybe it's the screen. Maybe we need to do something with the screen. So yeah, so this base width, then this the height. I think this one is for the whole level. Yeah, no, I think. So we have the base with the base height. So why this value? Okay. Okay, so let's try and search more for canvas. It's not the world. Maybe the HUD. Maybe this one can help us. So this one will be the HUD. We HUD. I forgot. Okay, so there's the green one, and then you can see the red one. GameDev. Okay, that makes sense. It's the last one. We're just going to, yeah. So for this case, the windows, sure we don't get the red one. So maybe we can thicken the line of that graphics. Set line width. Line width will be, let's say, 4 pixels. Yeah, so it goes over. So if we close, why does it go over? Okay, so uh, this means only one thing. This means only one thing, that the, wait, no, forgot. So graphics get width is the whole width of, does it give the whole, I believe this is the whole width of the window, yeah. So but why does it go way below or way beyond? Another thing I forgot is I also do, when I'm debugging, I also do the cross thingy over 2, then 0, and then over 2, and then, you know what, we can just do, look, I'm going to show you uh, some cool theme fix. Wow, not really, not good. So here, then the replace love.graphics get with W. No, I want to replace that one. Okay, I stuck. I stuck at Vim. Alright, I stuck at Vim. Right. Man, I wish Lua allowed trailing comma. That would be a lot of saving time. Okay, so for the horizontal one, we want 0, then height over 2, width, and then height over 2, right? So width and height. I think we can do this here. W and height. Then we also want to HW, head W, head height. So 8, 22, this will be 34, 34, and this will be 46. Yeah. Okay, so the whole resolution of the game is 640 and 360, but the window is this one. So that means that we do some scaling, right? Some scaling, like how do we fit that there? Okay. Anyway, so for now, let's just settle this one. Just going to build this one, and I'm going to end the stream because it's already too late, and we didn't achieve anything. We just fixed some shader things. So, but yeah, that, that's still a good progress. So after we get this ratio perspective thing, then it's almost finished, right? Okay, so there you go. I think that's it for today. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. Let's see if we can continue this, or we can do live stream again here on YouTube.